Welcome to the Coach Mays Show. We winning! And do not apologize for it. Covered it. Confidence, composure,
Hey guys, welcome back to Win, the Coach Mays Show. Today we're going to talk about daily attack actions. Our last episode, if you recall, we talked about how to live the disciplined day. And we only focused on how that day should start, your morning routine. You got to get up earlier. You got to write your fuel statement. You got to write your I am statements. And by communicating that in a meaningful way, which to me is journaling, you connect to those things. All right. So I want to move right into the third thing that I do in my morning routine, which is identify my personal, my professional, and my service to other attack actions. So let's start with personal attack actions. For me, this is usually going to be a form of physical exercise, and it's going to be a sending out a devotion. I have a list of devotion people who subscribe via text message to a daily devotion. That's important for me because it keeps me grounded in what is most important and sharing that with others. I don't want to be all preachy and call it a ministry, but I do think as a man of faith, I'm supposed to tell others about that faith. That is, again, my opinion. And one of the ways I do that is sending out a daily devotion. There's a spot on my website, coachmays.com. It's daily devotion. You can read them there. If you want to join this text group, just message me in the comments below if you're on our YouTube page, and I'll get in contact with you and get you on the list. But I want to make sure that I do that every day. So it's important to me, so I identify it as a personal attack action. Now, I'm not a fitness guru. I've had moments in my life where I've really attacked my fitness. Right now, what's been most important is losing weight, and I've lost over 55 pounds in the last 6 months. So I'm doing a really good job of that. I'm monitoring my caloric intake daily, trying to drink way more water. My daughter can't eat gluten. She has celiac disease, and so I've really limited my intake of gluten, which I think has helped. And I've just been more considerate of my sleep and my rest and my energy level. I'm putting healthier things into my body. So one of my personal attack actions has been sort of watching what I eat with, I guess we would call it food discipline. Now I'm transitioning over to, I got to get more active. And I want to do a lot more resistance training, weightlifting, if you will. And so that's sort of my next endeavor, and that's going to be one of my personal attack actions. So these personal attack actions for you need to be something that is not tied to your business. They're not tied to your team if you're a coach. If you're an athlete, they're not tied to a practice. They're not tied to a workout, okay? They have to be personal in nature. Your professional attack actions, if you're in business, needs to be 2 actions that you are prioritizing in this day that you are going to get done. You're going to attack them not with focus, but with intentional focus. They are priority 1 and 2. They come first. And coaching, from a basketball standpoint, we would have a MIG, most important guy. Defensively, we would have rotations based on the action that the offense was doing, and in prepping for those offensive actions in practice, we would say, like, the MIG is this guy. Like, if this guy isn't on task, it's going to blow up and we're going to get scored on. What are your 2 MIGs? What are your 2 most important guys professionally? All right. Is it a client meeting that you've got that day? Is it your prospecting, making sure that you are making those 25 dials to potential clients and trying to set up 5 appointments out of those 25 dials, or whatever your successful ratio is? If you're selling cars, what is it from a prospecting standpoint? Your follow-ups, you're trying to close a deal today. What activity in your sales routine has to get done today? What are those professional attack actions? Name 2 of them. If you're an athlete, one of these need to be either a workout or your practice, and how you prepare for that workout or practice. One of them needs to be, if you have a game that day, that's your competition. It needs to be competition focused. But you need to find out what it is in your day that's going to make you a better version of yourself, that's going to include daily discipline to get these athletic-based tasks done. And done so with a mindset that only a champion should have. It's an uncommon mindset. I'm attacking it with rigor. I'm attacking it with intentional focus. Is it in the weight room? Is it how you're going to attack your practice later that day, or maybe earlier that morning? Is it maybe you're injured? How are you attacking your rehab that day? Okay? 2 actions that's going to help you become a step closer to being the championship version of yourself as an athlete. I'll throw this into coaches. If you're coaching a team right now, I think you can have professional attack actions and that are team-based in how you're dealing with your team. So again, these need to be separate from your personal attack actions. That personal attack action means getting on that treadmill in the morning to start your day. It may be your journaling routine. It may be spending time, making sure you have meaningful time and dinner with your family that night, because that is hard to do as a coach. But keep your professional attack actions separate from your personal attack actions. The third set, if you will, the third group of attack actions is service to others. Every client I have, when they're like, hey, what are you struggling with? And they say, these service to others, man. Like, I didn't realize how selfish I was. And they're like, okay, expand upon that. Like, I'm struggling to find how to serve others. And they're like owning this, and like, I don't like this about myself. It doesn't mean they're a bad person, and I reaffirm that. It's interesting to see how ego-driven we can be on a daily basis. So make yourself have service to others. Here's how you define that. You have to be intentional about doing something for someone else that they are not expecting, and you expect nothing in return. You have to be intentional about doing something for someone else that they do not expect, and you expect nothing in return. No quid pro quo. And you have to be intentional about it, which means you have to plan for it. Let me give you some examples. Athletes, you're in college, you're in high school, wherever you are. Approach a teacher today. And just say, hey, I just want to tell you I appreciate you. I really enjoy your class. I like what we're talking about right now. It's resonating with me. Just, hey, thanks for what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Tell them that. Oh, they don't get told that nearly enough. Express gratitude to them. It'll be unexpected by them, and you're not going to expect anything in return. But you're going to feel really good about just expressing thanks to them for being a good teacher. When's the last time, athletes, that you went up to your manager, put your arm around them and said, look, I know that you have a humble job. You're doing laundry, you're cleaning up after us, you're prepping for our team travel. I can't imagine doing your job, how organized you got to be. Thank you for what you're doing. It's not unnoticed. I see what you're doing. Thank you. And if I can ever help you, let me know. Managers don't get told that nearly enough. All right? What about going to that assistant coach who might be the youngest coach on the staff, who might be the low man on the totem pole, who might just need to be encouraged a little bit. Coaches, what about that walk-on that you're grateful he or she is in your program? Their role is obviously different, but when's the last time you spent meaningful time with them? Call them in your office, take them to lunch, go share a cup of coffee with them, buy them a Starbucks gift card. Do something that's unexpected by them and you're expecting nothing in return. In business, managers, supervisors, executives, find that employee on a daily that you can go to and say, hey, I want to learn more about you outside of the workspace. Not crossing professional lines, but hey, tell me about your family. What's life like for you on the weekends? And you're going to learn, maybe you learn some hobbies that you share with them. Maybe you'll learn something that connects you to them personally that you are like, wow. I've got a whole another level of respect for them. Maybe you find out they have a special needs child that they're caring for. Without connecting to them, you never learn these things about your employees. But, having meaningful moments and courageous conversations with your employees, be intentional, plan it out. They won't expect it, and you expect nothing in return. That's service to others. Plan those out, and you're going to find that you're struggling to plan 2 of those out a day. But when you are checking those 2 items off your list, I got my service to others done today, I got the second service to others done today, you are going to swell up with pride and, man, I feel great about just being a good human being, serving my fellow man. And what happens is you become a servant leader. You realize that leadership is displayed most often by serving others. And that's what service to others does. That's what it accomplishes. So, 2 personal attack actions, 2 professional attack actions. If you're an athlete, 2 athletic attack actions, and regardless of where you are in life, 2 service to others actions. I love you guys. Go win today. Be the best version of yourself. Be uncommon. I will see you guys on the next episode.
Do not apologize for it. Comfort it. Confidence, composure, class.